Hi, Brian McAboy here with Inside Out Trading. Today we're going to talk about the uncertainty of the markets and really why that really shouldn't be an issue. Everybody loves talking about it. And the thing is, the uncertainty of the markets as a concept, yes, it does exist. If you've been feeling stressed, a lot of times you're feeling subject to the whims of the markets. It's almost there's somebody on the other side of the screen that's just there to screw up your day. This should be helpful for you because really the uncertainty of the markets really should be a non-issue. Seriously, when you have a handle on this, it is a non-issue, and we can trade anytime we want and make money. Seriously, of course, there's a little caveat with that. Make money on any individual trade. No, there's no guarantee on that. But as far as, like I said, in general, the uncertainty of the markets, it really should be a non-issue, and here's why. If you think about it, everybody talks about uncertainty in the markets, almost like the markets are random. But the thing is, they're not. The markets are random. If the markets were truly random, when you look at a chart, it would look like a scatter plot, which is dots all over the place. But it doesn't look that way. And what that tells you just in looking at the chart, look back here, the charts look like this. They don't look like just all over the place because there's an underlying order to the markets. What are the markets anyway? The markets are people and computer algorithms. And we all, as traders and programs, we respond to certain things. And so there is an order to the markets. There's an underlying order to the markets because this isn't just a random number generator that's wheeling off stuff. There are players that move the price of the markets. And so it's really cool. And the thing is, what we're doing as traders, even though an event that triggers a certain response in the markets, those events nobody can predict. There is uncertainty with regards to that. That's true. But the thing is, what we're looking for as traders and where we get our edge is we have these little windows of predictability. There's where there's something that's happened that's caused the markets, both people and computer algorithms, to respond. And now we have a window of predictability. And if you think about it, every great trading strategy, every legend that's been written about in the trading world started because they would look at the charts and they saw something that happened over and over and over and over again. They saw this one certain thing happening over. And it's, hey, I've seen this. I keep seeing this over and over again. And now I've gotten to where I can recognize the beginning of that. And unless something disrupts that response in the markets, people and programs, unless something disrupts that pattern that's there, whatever that pattern might be, even if it's just a chart formation, Gartley patterns, whatever it is, we have these windows of predictability where now, unless something disrupts that, I know what to expect. Things become very predictable, not uncertain, high level of certainty. And that's where our edge comes in as traders. Now, here's the thing. It's super important to pay attention. If you're trying to be a discretionary trader, if you want to trade all kinds of different opportunities and just every little movement that you see, that's going to be a hard way to trade because now you're sitting there saying, I'm just going to respond to anything. And the thing is, where you want to start as a trader, really, you want to start, if you haven't gotten to where, you're getting good at this and you're enjoying regular profits and profitability, where you want to start is you want to focus on one particular method and get really good at it where you can identify that, whatever it is, that window of predictability, what happens, whether it's bear flags, Gartley patterns, candle formations, whatever. But you get it to where you can recognize the beginning of it on a consistent basis. Then you have these windows of predictability where it's, okay, now I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something very specific. And when I see it, I know very specifically what to do and what to expect. That's when you can really start getting a handle on trading. As long as you're sitting there trying to just trade whatever opportunity comes along, that's the hard way to do it. You might as well be gambling at that. It's like sitting at the roulette wheel where, yeah, you got umpteen spaces to try to cover and you're trying to play the whole thing. It's no. But as traders, we want to be very intentional. We want to be very clear about what we're doing so that we can identify these windows of predictability and take advantage of the order of the markets that's there. And the wonderful thing about human nature and computer programs is once a response, whether it's fear or confidence or exhaustion, whatever, but once we have that response has been triggered and we see it start playing out, now we have this map. We say, oh, yes, I've seen this before. I know how to respond. Now I know what to do. I know what to expect. And I totally know how to take advantage of this. And I know because I've properly tested it and everything, I know that I can expect to be right 50, 60, 80% of the time. Not always going to be right, but enough of the time that I'm profitable. That's how we get a real strong edge as a trader. The cool thing is there are tons of trading strategies that work. There really are. There are dozens, literally, trading strategies that work. Do just seriously get good at them. That's the main thing. Trading is a skill-based occupation, and if you choose to get good at it, it's a good occupation to be in. As long as you're choosing to just be average or mediocre, it's going to be rough, and don't expect big things. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I really do. I put this out here, but a lot of good people get into trading, and I presume you're one of them. And you're wanting to do good things with it. You want to have some freedom in your life. You got people that you want to take care of. Maybe you have good causes. You want to just leave a good inheritance. But whatever, you're wanting to do good things. You want to enjoy some freedom and control over your life. And so I want to help you get there and hopefully avoid a lot of wasted time and lost money and anguish and heartache and actually get there, because I believe that you're a good person. You're definitely capable of this. It's just a matter of getting the right help along the way. Here's some things that you won't hear elsewhere. Anyway, again, I hope this has been helpful. Swing by InsideOutTrading.com. It's Brian McAvoy. Talk to you soon. Cheers.